Good afternoon, everybody. If you can see me, if you can hear me, and if you can see my slides, could you please type the number 3 in the chat box? Just write the number 3 in the chat box to confirm that you can see me well, if you can hear me well, and you can see my slides. Let me see how many people have come in today. So I see Dadapi Sheikh, Mohit, Sanjeev, Nikita, Rohit, Achal, and Abhilash have logged in. A very warm welcome. Thank you so much, Rohit. I like your enthusiasm and interaction. You're from Mumbai. Where in Mumbai are you from? I asked because I am also from Mumbai. And I like the fact that despite the weather today, thank you so much for actually making it over here. As I said, if it was me, I would have probably been distracted by the weather. So I really appreciate the fact that you are here. What about others? Guys, this is going to be a solid interactive masterclass. I hope you're logging in from your laptop because I'm going to keep asking you questions all the time. Whoever is over here, please try and log in from your laptop. Abhilash, I see you trying to log in for the second time. I hope you're here now. Give me a hi. Tell me something that everybody who's over here, just drop me a hi in the chat box. Let's start interacting. Okay. I thank you for at least confirming, Rohit, that you can see me, hear me, and see my slides well. With that, let me get started. I think people are still warming up. Okay, I see one more. I'm from Navi Mumbai, Vashi. Amazing. I can only imagine the vibe of Navi Mumbai because it's so well spread out. It is so well managed. It would only feel so much better during the rains. At least that's what I think. I particularly like the area of Vashi. Thank you so much for interacting. I see Achala is now again logged in. I think she's logged in from her laptop now. Hello, Achal. Welcome. Let's get started. So, let me very quickly tell you about the Profit Masterclass. Please keep a notebook and a pen ready. If you have the workbook, give me the alphabet W in the chat box. If you're using the workbook today, the entire concept of creating a workbook is to make your job and life easier. The entire experience of attending the masterclass will then become just fill in the blanks. The masterclass will last for proper 2 hours. You are going to be with me until 5 p.m., 5:10, 5:15 p.m. at the max. Attend on your laptop if possible. You know what? I absolutely love this device. It connects us to the world. It entertains us. It does so many things for us. It keeps us connected to the people who we care about the most. But this is not the most appropriate device for you to learn. This is not the most appropriate device for you to watch a masterclass for 2 hours, for heaven's sake. You're going to be learning so much. You're going to be learning all possible new sort of things. And for that, it's better if you're on your laptop because you'll keep interacting and you'll keep getting all the experience so much better. Plus, what do you even see in these slides if the screen itself is so small? Please try and log in from your laptop and park your questions till the end. What will happen is at the end of the masterclass, I promise to answer all your questions. For that matter of fact, on page number 19 of your workbook, I have given you a page called parking lot. The entire page is free. And what does this parking lot do? Unfortunately, it cannot park your sedan or your SUV yet, but it can definitely park your questions. So whenever you have a question, don't ask me the question in the chat box. Make a note of all your questions. I will answer all the questions at the end of the masterclass. Are we good? If you're good, then give me the word good and let's see. Abhilash is over here, sir. Voice is echoing. We are hearing double voice. Abhilash, please refresh. Please refresh it because if that was the case, everybody would be facing that trouble. I'm sure this is not a situation from my end. Please refresh your screen and this will work out. And yeah, a very warm welcome and thank you for attending the masterclass live. I really appreciate people who are on time. I really appreciate people who are here taking the time out on a rainy Sunday afternoon. You could have been sleeping, catching up with your friends, catching up with your family members, your spouse. You could just be chilling, reading, watching something, but no, you are here to actually learn something new. And I really, really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much for attending the masterclass and welcome to the Profit Masterclass. Let me very quickly run you through the plan of action. The entire masterclass is divided into 7 chapters. The first 6 chapters are telling you what exactly is the meaning of the word profit. We are going to give a completely new definition to the word profit. If you want to give a new definition to the word profit and if you're excited about this, give me the word profit in the chat box. And I'll also tell you why do most people fail or give up. And once we are done with that, I'll tell you how I can help you, how Paycheck to Profit can help you, how we can get connected, and how we can take this conversation and this entire equation ahead, and how Paycheck to Profit will help you to go from your paycheck mentality to the profit mentality. That's the plan of action for the day. Let's see if I have any promises in the chat box. Okay, Achal, thank you so much for giving the word profit. Dadapi, thank you so much for writing the word profit. Abhilash, I hope the technical situation has been sorted from your end. Thank you, Rohit, for writing the word profit. Let's do that. Rohit, I like the display picture that you have, the rupee symbol. Could you tell me what do you do? Everybody, tell me what you guys do. Where are you logging in from? What do you do? Give me some sort of a perspective of what is the room like today. I see many people are coming in. Gopal, Siddharth, Shiva, Vince have just entered the masterclass in the last few minutes. We are most welcome. Introduce yourself. Tell us where are you from, and let's get to know you. Yeah. For house rules for people who've just entered very in the last few minutes, please keep a notebook and a pen ready. If you have the workbook, please fill in all the details in the workbook and make your life a lot easier. Take a lot of notes. The masterclass will last for an entire 2 hours. You're with me until 5:10, 5:15 at the max. Attend on the laptop if possible, and park your questions at the end. I will answer all the questions at the end of the masterclass. If you can see, I have given you this reminder on every slide. Please make a note of all your questions. All the questions will be answered at the end. Thank you for your cooperation. It's more like a terms and conditions that you hear in the mutual fund ad, right? And the most important rule that you have to understand and be mindful of is that you have to interact. Answer the questions by typing the answers, not just by thinking about the answers. Interact and interact some more. I'll give you a simple perspective how this works. The moment I ask you a question, your brain automatically starts thinking about the answer. For example, tell me the name of any three animals that you can think of. Any three animals. Do you realize the moment I finished my question, you had three animals in your subconscious mind? But when you type out those answers, what is happening is you're creating a connection, a neurological connection between your mind and your body. You're telling your mind that, okay, I'm going to ask you questions which I need you to answer. And the more questions you answer, higher will be your grasping, higher will be your retention of the masterclass that you're attending right now. This entire masterclass has been created in a very scientific manner. So don't take it lightly. Answer all the questions that I ask you. Okay. If you promise to answer and keep interacting, give me the word answers in the chat box. And okay, tell me, could you think of those three animals? Yes or no? Could you think of those three animals when I asked you the question? Think of three animals. Did three animals pop into your head? Yes or no? A simple yes or no would also be fine. People are still coming in, and yeah, let's get started after this. Okay. Yes, thank you so much, Rohit and Achal, for confirming that you could think of answers. Now, understand this. The idea is now, whenever I ask you a question, when you actually answer, when you type that answer, whatever you tell me actually gets recorded in your mind. So for that, make sure that you answer all of my questions. But considering you're going to be spending time with me, you're going to be here for 2 hours. Would you like to know who am I and why should you even listen to me for 2 hours? If you would like me to introduce myself, give me the alphabet I in the chat box. If you want me to introduce myself, because if you are going to be spending 2 hours with me, it's best if you get to know why do I even have the right to talk to you, right? Why should you even listen to me? Thank you so much for confirming that, Rohit, for asking me to introduce myself. I really appreciate that. Let me tell you who am I. Thank you, Achal, and thank you, Dadapeer. Let's keep the interaction coming. I am Manish Ahuja. I come from the city of Mumbai. Let me know what place are you logging in from. The first 26 years of my life were absolutely smooth. And when I say that, I am a blessed child. I am universe's favorite child. I have had no problems in my life for the first 26 years. To give you more perspective, I'm born in a Sindhi joint business, financially free family. Tell me what kind of a background are you coming from? Are you a Sindhi? Are you a Maharashtrian? Are you a Marwadi? Are you Tulu, Malayalam? Are you a Kannada person? Or are you somebody who's coming from the north of the country, Punjab, UP, Bihar, the Seven Sisters? If you're a Marwadi, if you're a Gujarati, tell me what's your ethnic background like. If you come from a joint family, give me JF in the chat box. If you come from a nuclear family, give me NF in the chat box. If you come from a business family, give me BF in the chat box. If you come from a working professional family, give me WF in the chat box. I am the only child to my parents, but since we were born and brought up in a joint family, all the five cousins, me and my four cousins, all the five cousins, we've grown up like siblings. But you tell me, how many siblings do you have? People tend to get confused with this question, so let me clarify. If your parents have three children, you have two siblings. If your parents have five children, You have four siblings. So tell me, how many siblings do you have? And by the age of 26, I completed my master's in financial management with or MFM from KJ Somaya Institute of Management Studies and Research, which is basically Mumbai University's way of telling you that I am an MBA in finance. That's my educational background, and that is what my life looked like in the first 26 years of my life. Welcome, Abhishek and Shashank. You've entered in the last few minutes. Let me see what is the room like today. Uh, Rohit is a Marwadi. Okay, Achal is also a Marwadi, comes from a joint family and comes from a business background. That's amazing. How many siblings do you guys have? People, give me the number of siblings also. Let me get to know you a little better. And yeah, the ones who've just entered, I will keep asking questions. So I hope that you keep answering questions, because that is the way this is going to keep getting better. Thank you so much for confirming that you have three siblings, Rohit. That could be a really interesting family to be living with. Shashank has one sibling. That's great. And Achal, unfortunately, has just one sibling. Achal, how many siblings did you want? How many siblings were you looking for in your life? That's an interesting answer. I generally don't get answers like that. But interesting. Thank you so much for sharing that, Achal. Okay, now imagine what happens. Do you think? What do you think happens to a family or a person who is 27 years of age, has done with their masters? What kind of words does an Indian family start telling a 27-year-old? What kind of phrases do you think they start hearing? Can you make some guesses? At the age of 27, when I was done with my masters, my family started telling me something. Let's see if you guys can guess what that was. Get married. Achal is absolutely right. I started getting pressurized, if not necessarily pressurized, I started getting pushed towards getting married. Start a family, yeah, that is the next version of what happens after you're told to get married. But yeah, she got the gist of what I was being told in my family. I was told to get married. Now I'm going to tell you what happened to my life at the age of 27. But at any given point of time, when I'm sharing something about my story in the masterclass, please understand that I am not looking for sympathy. As I said, the first thing that I told you about myself is I have had a blessed life. I am universe's favorite child, and I have had nothing to worry about. Whenever I'm sharing my perspective, whenever I'm sharing my experiences, I'm only doing that to give you perspective of what I have been through and what my journey has been like. What have I learned from that journey? This entire introduction is nothing but to teach you why I have what I have been through. Okay, so at the age of 27, I decided to get married. It was an arranged marriage, and if all marriages are made in heaven, unfortunately, my marriage was not. It did not turn out to be a really good one. For that matter of fact, it was a really difficult one, to the point that within a year, our families came together and we decided that the best thing for both of us was to split and go our personal ways. And as a result of which, I got divorced at the age of 28. To overcome the trauma of my marriage failing, I did not realize that I went head on into a completely new decision and started a business at the age of 29. For me, it was a coping mechanism, but only retrospectively do I realize that it was a very bad idea. Why? Because I started a business at the age of 29 and I had to shut that business at the age of 31. Now imagine life of a person who has lived 26 years without any challenges or trouble, and in the next 4 years these are the kind of tragedies that happen to that person's life. You will, if you knew me at that point of time, you would not believe that that person and me is the same guy. The situation became so difficult, it became so negative, that I had completely lost my motivation, my zeal, my energy. I became a really I became a really negative person. I became a really dark person, to the point that I started thinking of things which are absolutely irreversible. And looking back, I'm so grateful that I did not take any of those unfortunate decisions in my life, because my life has turned out to be so much better. But how did that life become better? At the age of 31, I decided I have only two solutions in my hand. The first solution was to do something which was absolutely irreversible, something that would have caused a lot of pain to my loved ones. And the second choice was to give it one last try, to start thinking about things differently, and to do something that is going to completely change the spectrum of my life. And that is exactly what I chose. What did I do is I decided to get coached. I decided that there are some areas of my life which are amazing, and there are few areas of my life which are completely messed up. And I need to take responsibility, and I need to start getting better at things which I'm not good at. So, as a result of which, I decided to get coached. And when I say I got coached, I did not get coached in just one area of my life. Absolutely not. I went through the entire spectrum. I got myself life coaching, business coaching. I understood that online coaching is a very big industry that is going to boom tremendously in our country. So I decided to get into online coaching and course building. I also understood that one of the reasons why my business failed was because I did not know marketing. So I decided to get into social media and brand marketing, content marketing space. I also got introduced to law of attraction during this point of time. If you are a law of attraction believer, please give me the words LOA in the chat box right now. I would like to see how many people over here are law of attraction believers, because personally for me, law of attraction has changed my life. And if you are a law of attraction believer, you're going to gain a lot of knowledge and perspective from today's masterclass. And so I got deep dived into law of attraction coaching, and I got to learn about the entire process of law of attraction even deeper. Besides that, I also got into fitness, weight management, and nutrition coaching. And you will see glimpses of that transformation later in the masterclass today. And counting. The reason why I say and counting is because I am somebody who's always invested into multiple coaching programs. Even right now, I am finishing a coaching program from Ankur Wariku, and I'm also doing a Instapreneur Academy program from Saheli Chatterjee, if you know about these people. And that is why I am always in the process of learning. Thank you so much for confirming, Achal and Rohit, that you guys are into law of attraction. That's amazing. And I'm sure you guys are going to get a lot of value today. So thank you so much for interacting. Others, let me remind you, please interact. Please interact. This is something that I'm going to keep telling you until I don't start seeing messages from everybody in the chat box. Okay. My journey since the age of 31 is reflected on your screen in a very indicative manner. The amount that you see on that check, 15 lakh rupees, is just an indication of the kind of investments that I have made in myself. What you can see, the end result or the tangible result of that, is the kind of amount I have invested in my formal education and one-to-one coaching, in my group and cohort-based programs, in my residential programs, in the masterminds, in the business setup and the content creation that I'm doing across social media today. This is the seen aspect of my journey. What you don't get to see is the real aspect why I'm doing this masterclass today. The unseen aspect of my journey has been that amount of time, effort, energy that I put into my growth, the kind of mistakes that I made on the way. I would not want even my worst enemy to go through the kind of challenges that I have gone through in my life with regards to my business and my relationship failing. Hence, for my main reason to do this, to get into the coaching industry, was to help maximum number of people undo the kind of mistakes or prevent them from making the kind of mistakes that I made in my life. As I told you, I'm not going to share anything just to gain sympathy from you. The purpose is to give you some sort of a learning. In this slide, I'm going to tell you about the 3 things that School of Life taught me, which you can also fill up on page number 4 of your workbook. The entire page is dedicated to this slide. The 3 things that School of Life taught me are that school and college will only focus on your professional development. You will only learn how you can, your school and college degree only certifies that, okay, Achal is capable of working in this particular industry. Rohit is certified from this particular college and university to work in this domain. But your real education starts when you actually walk out of that university gate and you start focusing on your life. You start focusing on getting better at being a human being and becoming a more successful person. That is when your real education actually begins. The second thing, how many of y'all would like to own a home of your own? Give me the word home in the chat box. Hey Vinayak, I just saw your message. Tell me if you guys would like to own a home of your own. Give me the word home in the chat box. Let's see. Nobody wants to buy a home for themselves? Okay. Dada Peer wants a home for himself. Now imagine Dada Peer, Achal and Rohit that you want a home for yourself. You've bought a home today. You have your home keys in your hand. I'm handing over the home keys to you. Many congratulations for actually putting in the work and buying yourself a home. Thank you, Sashank and Vinayak. You guys also get a home. Now tell me, what do you guys do? Do you end up going to the market and buying yourself plywood, laminates, and adhesive, Fevicol, and all the possible tools? And do you come back home and do you start building all the furniture for yourself? Or what do you do? The second option is you find contractors, you find carpenters, you find a really good interior designer, and you get those interior designers, contractors, and carpenters to start building the furniture of your house. I hope Achal is saying no because she does not want to build the furniture. Yes, Rohit, you find a contractor. Now, this is a very important aspect for you to progress in life, for you to move ahead in life. You don't go and do it yourself with every important thing of your life, right? You find professionals, you find experts, you find people who are going to do it for you. Similarly, if you are feeling stuck in any emotional aspect of your life, intellectual aspect of your life, please don't get into the DIY aspect of anything. We are blessed to be living in a world where today there's a coach for everything. Find yourself a mentor, find yourself a coach, find yourself a consultant, find yourself an expert who can help you. Hire the expert if they can do it for you. The easiest, fastest, and the most effective way to grow in life is to learn and hire experts. Now, how many of y'all are guilty about this? How many of y'all know that there are areas of your life where you can and you must start looking for experts, but you are not finding experts? Give me the word guilty in the chat box. Anything. It could be regarding your health, it could be regarding your finances, it could be regarding your relationships, it could be regarding your emotional support or mental health. Anything. You know that there are some challenges that you're dealing with for a couple of months or maybe even a couple of years, but you are not finding yourself the right experts. Thank you so much for being vulnerable and honest about this, Dada Peer and Achal. I really hope this message has connected where it is supposed to connect with you, and you'll start finding the right sort of peers and coaches and mentors for yourself, because that is something that completely changed my life. I would not have been here if I did not get into my personal growth journey and I did not find my coaches for myself. And the third and the most important thing that I would like you to pick up from this is that your bank balance today is a direct reflection of your money mindset. Let me ask you another question. Let's say today your family's net worth is, let's say, 10 crores, just for the purpose of understanding. Do you have the confidence to grow that net worth from 10 crores to 20 crores, that is 2x, 50 crores, that is 5x? What about 100 crores, 10x of your family's net worth today? Do you think you can improve the net worth of your family by 10x? Yes or no? Think about this. Whatever is the total family net worth where you're coming from, do you think you can by yourself expand that family's net worth by 10x? Let's say if that net worth today is 10 crores, can you take it to 100 crores? Shashank says maybe. That's an interesting answer. Shashank, what if I push you and I tell you to give me only a simple answer, a yes or a no? Achal seems extremely confident. Achal, if you feel confident to grow your family's net worth by 10x, and Rohit, I'm sorry, I am bad with names. Is your name Rohit or Rahul? Okay. How about 100x? Do you have the confidence to, Rohit? Do you have the confidence to take your family's net worth from 10 crores to 1,000 crores? That's 100x of your family's net worth today. The point is, at some level, you're going to feel stuck. But if you were to ask this question to people who come from family business background or people who come from wealth, they are going to tell you that after one point of time, they feel extremely underconfident, unsure, and they don't have the proper roadmap and the total wherewithal to increase their family's net worth from whatever that is to 10x or 100x. People who come from the right families with the right mindset, they can actually see and tell you what exactly do they need to do, what kind of team will they have to build, uh, what kind of investment will they have to make, what kind of return on investment that they are looking for. Everybody who told me a yes, tell me if you have this level of clarity of how are you going to increase your family's net worth, what kind of investments are you going to do, what kind of return on investment are you looking for, have you already started on that path, have you already started seeing some sort of returns? If answers to these questions is yes, that is when you will understand that you are on the right path. It is easy to write 1000x, Vinayak, my friend, but you also need to have this level of clarity. Everybody who feels that they can grow it from 1x to 10x to 100x to 1000x, do you also have that level of clarity? Give me an answer to that, yes or no. And be very careful, because you're talking to a financial abundance coach. I'm going to get you into a quiz in the next 10 minutes, and then we'll understand where exactly does your money mindset lie. Your money mindset is the direct reflection of what your bank balance is today. Thank you so much for being so honest, Rohit, that not having that clarity is your bigger problem. Not having the clarity is the reason why you are feeling stuck. And in the next 20 minutes, you're going to get the exact reason of why you are feeling stuck and what you need to do about it. If you're excited about it, clarity is yet to be achieved. So, everybody, if you think that you are capable of improving your family's net worth by 10x or 100x, great. I like your confidence, but without clarity, that transition is not going to be possible. So let's move ahead with that. And as a result of which, I can also guarantee this to you: you are not happy with your money, your net worth today. You're not happy with where you stand with regards to your financial outcomes today. And what are you going to do about it is the question that you need to answer for yourself. With that mindset, let's continue and move ahead. And let me tell you, where does this all come up to? What happens when you actually implement these three learnings of school of life into your own personal life? From being an absolute lost cause a few years ago, today I am India's first and only financial abundance coach. I am so grateful to introduce myself like that. I'm also a content creator. You can follow me across social media. My personal handle is Mr. Emojical, where I talk about business and personal growth. Follow me on Instagram and YouTube, and make sure that you're also subscribed to Paycheck to Profit's YouTube channel. You're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe to YouTube channel of Paycheck to Profit. I'm also a law of attraction believer, practitioner, and a lifelong learner. I'm a business owner, mentor, community builder, founder, and brand custodian of the brand Paycheck to Profit. Imagine, for a person who was absolutely lost, in a dark place, in a very negative state of mind, reaching here is the real reason of my journey and why I decided to become a coach and share everything that I've learned with you. Besides my professional achievements, these are what I do on my personal level. I am an absolute big foodie. You can find me in the best restaurants of the city. Books, I'm always reading something or the other. This is my current read, Surrounded by Idiots. It's a really interesting book. I would recommend it to you if you're into psychology. It's a really interesting book. Let me know what kind of books do you read, what kind of genres are you reading. And books and TV series is a great way for me to unwind. As far as it is not horror, I would definitely keep watching something. And stand-up comedy is a great way for me to unwind. Give me your areas of interest in the chat box, because this is my introduction and I am really happy to be with you today. Let's see. I can see Gopal, Anuj, Deva have entered the masterclass in the last few minutes. That's great. Gopal, you tried to log in twice. I hope the entire login process has been smooth for you and you are here now. Please start interacting. And with that, we've come to the end of my introduction, and let's get started with the Profit Masterclass. Give me the word ready in the chat box if you're absolutely ready to give a new definition to the word profit. Literally, in the next 1.5 hours, your life is going to change with regards to how you look at money, how you feel about money, how do you actually interact with money. Are we ready, guys? Thank you so much for confirming that, Rohit. Thank you, Dadapi. Thank you, Gopal. Thank you, Achal. Thank you, Shashank. I am so happy with the way you guys are interacting. Please make sure that this interaction keeps going on till the end. And the others who are not interacting, make sure that you also start interacting right now. The first alphabet in the word profit is P, and that translates to psychology of money. The moment I tell people that I'm a financial abundance coach and I talk about money mindset, the first question that people ask me is, but Manish, what exactly is money mindset? How do you explain money mindset? I tried multiple ways and I failed miserably until I came up with the most flawless way. I came up with a quiz to help you understand where exactly does your money mindset lie. This table has been created on page number 5 of your workbook. If you are not using the workbook, recreate a table like this on your notebook. There are going to be 10 components that I'm going to be talking about. Every component has different parameters, and depending on the parameter that you connect with in your life, you will give yourself a score. It sounds difficult, but it is very easy. In the next 10 minutes, we'll be done about this, 15 minutes max. The questions will appear here. Please understand just two things. Be very, very, very brutally honest with yourself. Do not lie over here. Give yourself the right score. At the end, when you see your total score, you will understand why it is important for you to be honest about this. And I'm sure you're going to get a lot of value from this quiz. Okay. So the first question is, what is your monthly earning? If today your monthly earning is less than 1.5 lakh rupees per month or less than 2000 US dollars per month, please give yourself a score of 1. If you're earning 1.5 to 5 lakh Indian rupees per month or 2000 to 5000 US dollars per month, give yourself a score of 2. If you're earning more than 5 lakh Indian rupees per month or more than 5000 US dollars, please give yourself a score of 3. This is how the rest of the 10 components are going to work. The second component is spending. If your monthly expenses today are more than 50% of your monthly income, please give yourself a score of 1, because that's a very, very, very high score. You need to learn how to manage your money better. If 25 to 50% of your monthly income is going towards your expenses, give yourself a score of 2. If less than 25% of your monthly income goes towards your expenses, give yourself a score of 3. This is something that I need you to be very clear about. The third component of money is savings. What is savings? The money that is kept in either a bank account or some sort of a liquid investment, which can be liquidated in the next 2 to 3 days if needed. It's not like you have money in a real estate property and you're calling it savings. That is not savings. So you need to find ways to keep your money in near liquid assets. And if that savings is less than 3 months of your monthly income today, that's a very, very, very low score of savings. Please give yourself a score of 1. If 3 to 6 months of your monthly income is kept in savings, give yourself a score of 2. If 6 to 12 months of your monthly income is kept in savings, give yourself a score of 3, because that's a good place to be in. Moving ahead from savings, you need to go to budgeting. When I started my money mindset journey, let me tell you, my score was a big fat 0 when it came to budgeting. But today, it's a completely different story. If you don't budget today, please give yourself a score of 0. If you've been budgeting all your expenses for the less than 6 months, give yourself a score of 1. If you are budgeting all your expenses between 6 to 12 months, give yourself a score of 2. If you are budgeting all your expenses for over a year now, you understand where exactly are you spending your money, how do you manage your money, what percent of your income goes towards your lifestyle, towards your fuel or commuting charges, towards your utilities, towards your groceries. That's the kind of clarity that I want for everybody. Accordingly, give yourself a score if you've been budgeting for over a year. Fifth is debt. If today your debt repayment every month is more than 40% of your salary, that's a very bad score. Please give yourself a score of 0. Home loan, car loan, personal loan, education loan, loan taken during marriages, EMIs that you are paying for your laptop, your phones, your shoes, or any sort of EMI that you are paying is all debt. If it is more than 40% of your monthly income, please give yourself a score of 0. 20 to 40% of your monthly income goes towards debt repayment, give yourself a score of 1. 0 to 20% of your salary or monthly income goes towards debt repayment, give yourself a score of 2. If you are somebody who has managed to deal with all of your debt, please give yourself a score of 3. This is how your debt repayment works. I see Shashank has sent a message. I am always number 1. 1 second, there's some error over here. What is in your class? Shashank, are you attending the masterclass for the second time? I'm not sure. I don't remember seeing your name, but yes, it's perfectly okay if your score is 1. That's also perfectly okay. Nothing to worry about. Vinayak, your mutual funds is a part of the next aspect, which is going to come up in the 6th point. So yeah, be ready for that. That's investing. Also, if you are unclear about your spending, savings, budgeting, and you have started investing, that again is something that needs to be clarified. And also, if you don't even understand that mutual funds is not saving, it is actually investing, that again is a red flag. So that means that there is a very big gap in your understanding, and that's perfectly okay. I'm just giving you some more clarity over here. Let's continue. Today, monthly investments, as I was talking earlier, today, if less than 25% of your monthly income goes towards investment, please give yourself a score of 1. You need to find ways and you need to start investing more money towards your future. If 25 to 50% of your monthly income goes towards monthly investments, systematic investments, give yourself a score of 2. If more than 50% of your monthly income goes towards investment, give yourself a score of 3. That is how investment falls into place. Okay, now answer this for me. If you're a working professional, give me WP in the chat box. If you're a homemaker, give me HM in the chat box. If you are a student, give me S in the chat box, because the next two parameters, the next two components are important for everybody, and working professional, students and homemakers keep telling me this is not applicable for me because this is my profile. Shashank is a working professional. Shashank, the next two components, even for you, Rohit, the next two components are applicable to you too. You just need to find ways on how to make it possible. Achal, be confident about the next two components of money. The seventh component is passive income. Now, the moment I talk about passive income, working professionals tell me, but Manish, I am in office Monday to Friday. How can I generate passive income? How can I generate other multiple sources of income? There are ways. You can start creating content. You can start creating some sort of a program that is uploaded online that gives you some sort of returns. You are an expert in some aspect. You need to find a way to capitalize and monetize on that aspect of money, or that aspect of knowledge that you have, that domain knowledge that you have. If you don't even understand what passive income is, you can generate rental income. You can generate income from creating a portfolio in stocks. That is what passive income looks like. If today 0% of your monthly expenses are being taken care of by your passive income, please give yourself a score of 0. Please be honest over here. If less than 20% of your monthly expenses are being taken care of by passive income, please give yourself a score of 1. If 20 to 80% of your passive income monthly expenses are being taken care of by passive income, give yourself a score of 2. If 80% or more of your monthly expenses are being taken care of by passive income, that's a great place to be in. That is when you give yourself a score of 3, and that is the score that I would want everybody of you to achieve in the future. Abhishek, if you're a student, please start making notes so that when you start working, when you start dealing with your money, this is the kind of pyramid that you want to create for yourself. That is the real reason for me to do this quiz with you. Okay, 8th. Now this is interesting. Business income. Again, working professional starts pouncing on me and telling me, I am a working professional. How do you expect me to run a business? I don't expect you to run a business. I expect you to have an investment in the business. You can invest in a business that is being run by your spouse, by your parent, by your sibling, by your friend, by somebody who you've known right from your childhood, from a cousin of yours, from somebody who has your best friend maybe. You can invest in other people's businesses and you can take a share of profit from that business. Imagine if all of you come together and create a fund, and you take 20% of holding of paycheck to profit. Manish Ahuja is going to keep doing his master classes. Manish Ahuja is going to keep running ads. Paycheck to Profit is going to keep building a community, and the academy is going to keep growing. More and more people are going to pump in money into the business. And what are you doing? You are doing nothing. You are an investment partner in Paycheck to Profit. At the end of the year, you will get a share of profit of the business that you have invested in. Hence, there is nobody who cannot generate a business income. You just need to have the right money mindset and the knowledge. And if you don't have that knowledge, please stay connected till the end of the masterclass, because you are going to learn how to get into that mindset, how to get into that life for yourself. Okay. But for now, understand this. If today 0% of your monthly expenses are being taken care of by business income, give yourself a score of 0. If less than 20% of your monthly expenses are being taken care of by business income, give yourself a score of 1. 20 to 80% of your monthly expenses are being taken care of by business income, give yourself a score of 2. If more than 80% of your monthly expenses are being taken care of by business income, give yourself a score of 3. This takes care of business income. The 9th component of money is contribution. Understand this. It is very important for you to contribute to other people's growth, to contribute to improving the ecosystem in which you are working. Now, how does this work? Is very simple. You, first of all, let's look at the amount that you need to contribute. Let's say your salary is 3 lakh rupees per month. What is 2% of 3 lakhs? It's barely 6,000 rupees, less than the amount that you will spend on a flight ticket between two cities. Okay. If you are not even contributing 2% towards other people's growth, helping a student grow, get educated, or you can donate in a temple, a religious institute, an NGO, for the ecosystem to improve. You really need to start, because when I started my money mindset journey, I was not contributing, but the whole concept of contribution changes the way you deal with money. it makes you feel abundant, it makes you feel confident, it makes you feel nice about the money that you're earning. And hence, make sure that you are contributing 2% of your monthly expenses towards monthly income, towards contribution. Today, if you're not contributing, give yourself a score of 0. If you've been consistently contributing 2% of your monthly income for less than 6 months, give yourself a score of 1. If you've been contributing for 6 to 12 months, give yourself a score of 2. If you've been contributing at least 2% of your monthly income consistently for over a year, that's a beautiful place to be in. Please give yourself a score of 3. This is what we are at. 9 out of 10 components are done. Can you guess what is the 10th and the most important component of your money mindset? Let me see your guesses. Start typing your guesses in the chat box and tell me what, according to you, is the most important component of money. What is the 10th component of money which we are missing? Let's see the kind of answers that we come with. Thank you so much, Achal. I really appreciate the fact that you are resonating with this idea of contribution. It is very, very, very important, which is exactly why you will see that every person who is financially free definitely has some amount of contribution. Achal, the 10th component is not revenue. Revenue is generally converted into earnings itself. That's the first component of money, not the 10th. But good answer. Thank you for at least trying. Others, wake up, wake up, wake up. This is your wake up call. Tell me, what is the 10th component of money? Has everybody gone off to sleep? It's not. Okay, there are no wrong answers, by the way. The idea is for you to understand where exactly do you stand with regards to your understanding of money. I'm going to give you last 10 seconds and then I'm going to reveal what is the 10th component of money. Let's see. Are you typing in? Is anybody typing in? 5, 4, 3, 2. People have gone off to sleep. Let me tell you what is the 10th and the most important component of money. The 10th and the most important component of money is Dada Peer. Good. It's good that you are being honest about it, that you don't have an idea. Shashank, emergency amount is a part of this. Your savings is a part of your emergency amount. Anybody else coming up with the answers? But thank you so much for interacting. The 10th component of money is, what is your attitude towards money? When I got into the whole concept of money mindset, I was in such a dark place. I was in such a negative place. I did not understand that there is something called as abundance. If your understanding, faith, and belief in the concept of abundance is non-existent, please give yourself a score of 0. Your attitude of money is directly responsible for the kind of money you are going to generate in your life. There is no second thoughts about it. But if you are unsure about the whole component of abundance, you don't know and understand how does that concept work, that's okay. Give yourself a score of 1 because you're unsure. If your understanding is minimal to moderate, you feel that abundance works in some areas of life but not in all areas of life. It works for some people, it does not work for all people. You just don't know how to decode it. Give yourself a score of 2. But if your understanding in the concept of abundance, if your belief in the concept of financial growth through abundance and through money mindset is absolutely steady and unwavering, give yourself a score of 3. Compounding is a part of investments, Vinayak. It has nothing to do with attitude. Attitude is a very emotional, meta. It's a very feeling oriented concept towards money. But good answer. Thank you so much for sharing that, Vinayak. These are the 10 components of money. This is your money mindset quiz. Please start calculating your scores, and I would want everybody to share your total score in the chat box once you are done calculating, because it's a very simple quiz with the score being anywhere between 1 to 30. Tell me what is your total score, because based on your total score, I'm going to tell you what does your next step look like. Tell me what is your total score in the chat box. Let's see, total scores coming in. Shashank is at a 13. Dada Peer is at a 8. It's amazing. Thank you so much for being honest and sharing your scores. Everybody else, start typing in your scores. Okay. Nobody else? How's that possible? Guys, calculate faster. I'll tell you what does your next step look like if your total score is 0 to 10. People who are between 0 to 10, the situation is critical. The sooner you start taking your money mindset and financial literacy seriously, it's better for you and your loved ones, because that's a very slippery slope to be in. That's a very dangerous place to be in with regards to your money, because anything going wrong can completely backfire. For people who are between 11 to 20, you are walking on a tightrope. You are one unfortunate incident away from slipping into the critical zone. You may have multiple areas to improve upon, and accordingly, make sure that you start taking your whole concept of financial abundance very, very, very seriously. 21 to 25, these are the people who are in a good place, but at the same time, you are driving on a highway at a really high speed without a seat belt. Although comfortable, you may have areas to improve upon, and you cannot afford to take uncalculated financial mistakes, because the loss at the end of such a mistake could be really, really disastrous. So be very careful about your score if you're between 21 to 25. If your score is 26 to 30, that is where you need to, that is when I tell you keep going, keep growing, because you're doing amazing for yourself and you're doing everything right with regards to money, and that is, people like you are amazing in the community. So thank you so much for being in this zone. Anybody else who's left to share their total scores? I missed some first component. That's okay, Vinayak. You can always catch up later, but at least you have some understanding. Whatever your total score is, just add 2 or 3 to that, and that will be your final score. So at least you have understanding. Everybody else, anybody else wants to share their total score? I'm very grateful to Shashank, Dadapir, Deva, and Rohit for sharing their scores. That's perfectly okay. Moving on, I'll tell you why did I get into the whole concept of financial abundance coaching. Because this is a psychology of money fact that is going to shock you. Over 40 crore people in our country today are an active user on Swiggy and Zomato, which means at least one order placed on these platforms in the last 30 days. Tell me, are you a Zomato user or a Swiggy user if you've placed at least one order over the last 30 days? Tell me Z or S in the chat box. And if you are active on both, give me ZS in the chat box. 35 to 40% of our country today is active on these food ordering platforms. Shashank is a Swiggy user. Shashank is a user of both the platforms. What about others? Abhishek is active on both the platforms. See, I'm just counting 2 people out of 15. What about others? None of them. Okay, Dada Peer is on none of them. But then again, Dada Peer at the moment is creating a tilt in the seesaw. This generally does not happen because everybody is generally in the masterclass ordering from these platforms. Gopal is still on the money mindset score. That's perfectly okay. I have no idea what Deva is talking about. But okay, the chat today is running slow. People, if you are running behind, please drag the video bar and start coming to the live aspect of the masterclass so that we are having the same conversations. But let's look at this. Shashank and Abhishek are active on Swiggy and Zomato, and Dada Peer is not active on any of them. But I'll tell you what, because this is a very small crowd, you're not getting all the answers and people are not even interacting regularly. But I'll tell you, this statistic will shock you. Okay. Less than 4 crore people in our country have an actual mutual fund account. 35% of our country is focusing on consumption, is focusing on eating out, and that's not wrong. But what is more shocking is less than 3.5 to 4% of our country actually cares about their financial growth, because there's lack of knowledge, there's lack of understanding of the concept, and that is going to be extremely disastrous towards your financial situations, my friend, which is the reason why I got into abundance mindset coaching, financial abundance coaching. You need to understand and realize what side are you on. This is the reason why psychology of money is very important. Your money mindset is directly dependent for your financial freedom. You take one bad financial decision, it could lead to bankruptcy. You end up taking too much debt and you will live a lifetime of stress when it comes to money. You get into too much greed or fear of money, you will be really bad at investments. If you're somebody who's really impulsive, you will have zero discipline and you will end up making bad decisions with your money. This is why having the right money mindset is very, 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 very important. But it's not that I was born with the right money mindset right from day one. Let me introduce you to Nikhil Shah. He's my chartered accountant and friend from Mumbai, and let him share with you what my journey with money has been like. Let's listen to what Nikhil has to say about me and my financial journey.
Hello, friend.
I'm sorry.
Hello, friends. I hope you all are doing well. I am Nikhil Shah. I am chartered accountant by profession. I know Manish Ahuja since past 4 to 5 years. Having known him for so many years, plus meeting him frequently, plus having gone through the videos which he posts regularly on his YouTube channel, which goes by the name Paycheck to Profit, I am really amazed with the clarity and concept which he possesses about finance. The growth mindset, the abundance mindset which he has is just simply amazing. And over and above that, the way he explains to people is simply superb. And I'm really happy for the fact that he has decided to share his knowledge with the people and help them with their growth mindset and money mindset. So I really encourage everyone to join the program which he is going to launch. And I wish everyone all the best and I do look forward for everyone to joining this course. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nikhil. As I told you, I was not born with the right money mindset right from day one. I have gone through my financial challenges, I've gone through my business failures. But getting into the right money mindset is a discipline oriented work. And that will only happen when you understand that your relationship with money needs to change. And what exactly does your relationship with money look like today? That is what R in the profit stands for. Let's start talking about relationship with money. Is this what is a reflection of an average Indian family? Grandparents who are absolutely retired and in the last happy phase of their life, and our parents who are getting closer to retirement sooner than later, and over the next 5, 10, 15 years they are going to retire, and our time is now here. Most people who are in the target audience of Paycheck to Profit are millennials and Gen Z's, and we are either married or about to get married in a couple of years, and this is what an average Indian family looks like. But why am I showing you an Indian family and talking about relationship with money? It's because this family is extremely important towards the kind of relationship that you have with your money today. For our grandparents, money was always about struggle. For them, they were born either just a few years after or before independence. For them, the whole concept of money was about struggle. Every rupee came in a very difficult manner. The economy of the country was not in a good shape, and they had no options but to keep struggling for every rupee that they earned. As a result of which, they created some sort of a platform for our parents. But for our parents, money was all about survival. They had a platform, but that platform was not enough. They wanted to give us and themselves a much better lifestyle. They worked really hard, and according to them, making money is a very difficult process, and for them, money is all and all about survival. But look at us, millennials and Gen Zs. Our interaction with money has happened in the modern world, in a technologically friendly world, in a world where the economy is growing with every passing day. For us, money is a tool to splurge. Make a note of this on page number 6 and give me the word agree if you agree to this logic in your life. If this is a struggle that you are facing, where you cannot talk to your own parents or grandparents about money, because the moment you tell them that you want to buy a laptop, they'll tell you, why do you want to buy such an expensive laptop? You want to buy a shoe, why do you want to buy such an expensive shoe? You want to go for a vacation, why do you want to go on such an expensive vacation? Your relationship with money is very, very, very skewed. Thank you, Achal, for understanding and being on the same page. I hope others will also start agreeing and typing in the chat box. Guys, a reminder, you will have to keep interacting, because if you're not agreeing to something, tell me that also, because then accordingly I can get to understand that if there's some gap in the understanding, and I can tell you where is that example going skewed. But I hope you guys are on the same page. Thank you so much for agreeing, Achal. This is the main reason why our relationship with money today is so messed up. And what do we do when we want to change this relationship with money? We pick up this device and we go online and we start looking for videos on personal finance and how to change our relationship with money. Well, I'll tell you something, there's a very big problem with the content available online for free when it comes to personal finance. First of all, there's a reason why that term is called personal finance. The first word in that term is personal, and unfortunately a lot of the content that is available online is not personal. Everybody who earlier wrote that they want to buy a house, okay, I'm asking you the same question again. If you would want to buy a house for yourself in this lifetime, give me the word home in the chat box. Okay, home. uh, I'm sorry, your name is written in the South Indian language, which I don't know how to read. You'll probably have to help me with your name, but thank you so much for interacting. If you want to buy a home for yourself, give me the word home in the chat box. Okay. Shashank, Achal, Deva want to buy a house for yourself. I'll tell you what. Go online and start looking for content on homes, and you will find very, very, very few content creators. All the popular influencers of India, they never tell you to buy a house. Okay. But go and do some research and figure out what kind of financial background do these financial influencers come from. They come from a influential family, affluent family. They come from a place where their family owns really big homes in the towns where they come from, and yet they are telling you not to buy a house of your own. Is there anybody who's lived their entire life on rent? Give me the word rent in the chat box. These influencers don't understand the insecurity of not having a home of your own. These influencers don't understand the sense of feeling lost by not owning a home of your own, by with the kind of challenges that you have dealt with by going from one landlord to the other, by moving 2 or 3 homes in this one lifetime. That is something that they don't understand. They don't understand the sense of achievement, the sense of security, the sense of happiness that you will achieve when you pass on your home keys to your parents, to your spouse, to your children, the security that your family will feel. How do you put a number to that? How do you calculate all of these feelings on an Excel sheet? The problem with all the content available online is that it is not personal. Your challenges are situational. Your aspirations are lifelong. Please make a note of this on page number 7 in the chat, in the workbook. Your goals are non-negotiable. Your wants and wishes are your desires. You want solutions which are tailor-made for you. A one-size-fits-all option will not work for you. Your dreams will not be measured. And getting into the right relationship with money will always, always, always start with getting into the right money mindset. Now, that is something that you need to understand. That online content is good to get perspective. Online content is good to understand how things work, but it may not be the right fit for you. You need to find a way to create a financial plan which is absolutely tailor made for you, as per your aspirations, as per your needs, as per your goals. That is what is missing today. And when you try to build a new relationship with money, you will go from one obstacle to the other. Now, what do these obstacles look like? Look at this. Let's say all of us are going on a road trip. Okay. So, Achal, Dadapir, Deva, Shashank, all the others, Vinayak, Rohit, all of us are going on a road trip. Would you want to go on a road trip where your vehicle is going on road A, or would you want to go on a road trip where your vehicle is driving only on road B? Think about this. This is a very important question. We are all going on a road trip. It's a 7-8 hour drive. Would you want your vehicle to be on a road A or road B? Deva says B. Interesting. Achal says B. Fair enough. Abhishek also says B. Great. Now understand this. Dadapir also says B. All of us want to go on a road trip on road B, but unfortunately, when it comes to our life, we are living a life where our relationship with money, our road to financial freedom is full of potholes like these, and we are living a financial life which is on road A. You know why? Because our mindset of money is full of money blocks. I'm going to share 6 money blocks with you. Tell me how many of these statements do you resonate with after I've explained all the 6 to you. Money does not grow on trees. Pretty self explanatory. We've always heard this all our lives. Money ruins relationships. Don't focus on earning a lot of money. You'll end up losing your relationships. You'll end up spoiling your relationships with people because they'll come to you and only ask you for money. They will not care about you and your emotions. Money ruins relationships. Never start a business. Your uncle started a business and he lost so much money in starting a business. You should never start a business. A job is the right way to go. Fourth money block. Your cousin, during the pandemic, he started investing in stock market. Do you know the amount of money that that person has lost? Stock market is a scam. People just lose money in stocks. You should never invest in stocks. Or maybe you are living with this mindset of fear that I will lose money if I invest in the stock market. I will lose money if I invest in real estate. And then again, the sixth one we've already covered. I can't earn 2x, 5x, 10x, 100x because I don't have clarity, because I don't know how do I expand my wealth, because I'm not good enough, because I am completely lost. Out of the 6 money blocks, tell me how many money blocks do you resonate with? Thank you so much, Achal. I really appreciate this sort of honest feedback that yes, we are living a life where we are full of money blocks, where we are living a life that there are so many potholes that we don't even realize. Dada Peer connects with 3 of these money blocks. Achal connects with 5 of these money blocks. What about others? Guys, the more you interact, the more advantage you will have, because with every interaction, I understand that things are going in the right perspective. So please keep interacting. Shashank, Shashank, would you be comfortable telling me which money block do you resonate with? Vinayak, the last one is the most challenging, the most difficult, and the most dangerous one. And I'm going to show you a video which will help you understand that. Abhishek is dealing with 5 out of 6. The person, could you please tell me what is your name? I can't read your South Indian language, so please tell me about that. Second one, Shashank, money ruins relationships. If that is a money block that you're dealing with, imagine this on a subconscious level, you will never be able to make a lot of money, because you will always keep thinking, if I make more money, I'll end up ruining relationships, and relationships are more important to me, so I would rather not earn more money. That one money block will only keep expanding in your life if you don't learn how to deal with it. Every money block has the potential to completely pull you down financially. And if you're telling me that you're resonating with 3, 4, 5 money blocks, you can only imagine the impact of that in the long term in your own life. Now, this is not to scare you, because you'll see that there are so many ways of dealing with these money blocks. First of all, understand what are the factors that cause your money blocks. Make a note of this on page number 8. There are so many myths about money that we don't understand. Our ecosystem is completely messed up. Your finances are an end result of 5 people you're spending your maximum amount of time with. They drive the same cars, they live in similar sort of homes, their lifestyle is similar, they take similar vacations, they have similar thoughts about money, you watch similar movies. For you to improve your financial mindset, you will have to improve your ecosystem. Your borrowed experiences, your uncle lost a lot of money in business because they probably did not know how to run a business correctly, they did not know how to manage the staff correctly. Lack of knowledge, your cousin lost a lot of money in stocks because they were investing in tips, they were not actually learning about stock markets. I have been invested in the stock market for over almost 2 decades now, and I have a profitable portfolio. I would tell everybody to invest in the stock markets. Your personal attitude towards money, you've already seen your money mindset score quiz. So you know that there is so much gap in your own money mindset, which is leading to your personal attitude and fear of money only expanding over time. Somebody needs to show you what exactly are you going to deal with. Your money blocks, oh, sorry. Your money blocks are a direct reflection of your current ecosystem. And your ecosystem does not teach you about money. Schools are never going to teach you anything about money. As a result of which, your mindset with regards to money is full of scarcity today. Your status quo is full of scarcity mindset. There are so many gaps in your money mindset. You don't know who to approach. And even if you understand who to approach, what are you going to change? How are you going to change anything? I'll show you this. Vinayak said that he was dealing with the last money block, right? Write this for me. If you are somebody who's coming from a sales background or a background where you are supposed to market, give me the word S in the chat box. In the meanwhile, I'll introduce Geeta to you. Geeta Mikalneni is a chartered accountant. She is a CFO in a startup. Okay. As a CFO, she's earning a salary, she's already financially free, and she has ESOPs in that company. And this company is going to go for an IPO over the next 1 or 2 years. That is when she'll take an exit from her current startup. But on weekends, she is a menopause coach for, as in, obviously, she's a menopause coach, so she'll be dealing with women. But as a menopause coach, only working on weekends, she was earning 2 to 2.5 lakh rupees per month. How many of you all think that is an amazing income to generate as a second source of income? Working only on weekends and earning 2 to 2.5 lakh rupees. Is it good, bad, amazing? What is that sort of income? How would you rate that sort of income? Give me the word in the chat box. Shashank is saying great. Abhishek is saying good. Achal is also saying great, amazing. Now, you know what happened? She's ended up talking to a money mindset coach, a financial abundance coach. And this is what the conversation went like. Listen to what Geeta has to say. And when I, especially for you, if you feel that you cannot grow your money after one point of time, there's a ceiling to the amount that of money that you can grow. Do watch this video with a lot of intent.
Hey, hi there. This is Geeta Michelini, a menopause coach and a chartered accountant by profession. For many long years, I've been in this profession, very happy, enjoying financial independence, paycheck after paycheck. But what shocked me most was when I embarked the new journey of being a digital coach too. I thought I was doing a good job as a coach. When I spoke to Manish the other day, when we had an interactive session with him, he asked me, what are your targets? I told 2 lakhs per month because I just do weekends. And he told, why not 20 lakhs? I just gave a sarcastic laugh actually. He told, stop, pause, don't laugh like that. It is to do with your mindset. Your mindset that you don't want to and you cannot do beyond 2 lakhs is what is holding you back. And I told, no, women don't buy my membership. They would prefer a one-on-one during my webinars. It is not that women don't want to buy, it is that you don't want to sell it to them. Change that mindset, Geeta. That same very week, I changed my approach. I thought women purchased only one-on-one, but I was surprised I was able to make a humongous difference in my sales. I don't know what to call Manish. Is he an abundance coach? Is he a mindset coach? Is he a sales coach? He's a fantastic guy. The way he asked me to fine tune my approach, my mindset, my approach towards the sales I'm doing, towards the work I'm doing. I really like the way he handholds me, helps me in every step in achieving. Thank you, Manish. Thank you so much for making this huge difference to me.
Thank you so much, Geeta. In one word, if you were to explain what Geeta's story has done to you, give me the word in the chat box. Because I'll tell you what, it is not easy for somebody who's already successful to be vulnerable on camera. Eye opening, Vinayak, especially for you. I'm really happy that it resonated with you because this is the power of changing your money mindset. Financial abundance is not a myth. Financial abundance is not rocket science. It's all about understanding how things function. It's all about understanding what exactly is it that is missing in your life and how do you bridge that money block? How do you bridge that uh, lack of understanding? Thank you so much for sharing. I'm flabbergasted, Achal. Everybody else, at least show some decency and tell me what do you think about Geeta's story. She is already financially free, and if she can today, I'm very happy to tell you, Geeta is making at least 10 times more money from her coaching business. She's still a part of that startup because her ESOPs are kept over there. The board is not allowing her to leave, but that's okay because she anyway loves that job also. In a couple of years she's anyway going to move out of there, and she is going to make she's probably something that who you're going to see in big magazines and all in times to come. And she's not the only one. There are hundreds and thousands of people like this. It's about you. What are you planning to do with your money mindset? What are you ready to change? What are you working on? Those are the questions that you are supposed to focus on. Moving to F, which is frequency of money. Now, this I'm sure you are not ready for. This is going to completely be ready to be mind blown. Okay. Nikola Tesla is one of the best scientists that the world has seen. It's because of Nikola Tesla that this entire masterclass is even happening, because laptop, internet, lights, electricity transferring from one place to another is all thanks to the kind of work that Nikola Tesla has done for us, for the society. He wrote this quotation which took me a lot of time to decode, and I would want to share it with you. If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Now, what does this mean? If you want to understand what it means, go to page number 9 of your workbook and recreate this uh, infographic. Your thoughts lead to feelings. Your feelings make you take the decisions that you take. Once you've taken a decision, taking action on those decisions becomes obvious and natural. And once you take action, results are a byproduct. Now, these words may seem very generic, but let me give you the simplest example for you to understand this. The invitation to attend the masterclass today went to thousands of people. Okay, around 1500 people, and there are only about 8-10 people in the room right now. That's less than 0.1% of the people. But that does not bother me, because understand this, I am here for the people who are in the room. You also saw that message and you thought, oh, I want to understand what exactly is this money mindset and financial abundance game that this Manish Ahuja keeps talking about. This sounds very interesting. Let me attend the masterclass. Your feelings about the masterclass were absolutely, oh, I want to learn, I want to decode this, I want to understand. Your feeling was very positive, as a result of which you took a positive decision to attend the masterclass. You took the action of starting your laptop, registering, and now you're interacting with me and you're learning something. The result is you're getting some value out of this, otherwise you would have left. The overall number of people in the masterclass keep fluctuating, but the ones who are over here, Vinayak, Dada Peer, Achal, Abhishek, who are Rohit, who are consistently interacting, you guys are getting some value, which is exactly why you are here, right? You're getting results, you're getting more knowledge, you're getting more perspective, you're getting more ideas, and that result is leading to more and more thoughts. This is a cycle that keeps working in your life all the time. Your thoughts and feelings are on your subconscious level. Your decisions and actions are conscious decisions and conscious actions that you're taking in your life, but they are being influenced by your thoughts and feelings. And every result leads to more thoughts and feelings. The entire game of human existence is a game between balance of subconscious and conscious. Your subconscious works on your frequencies, and your conscious is the vibration in which you are functioning, as a result of which this is entire law of attraction explained to you in an infographic. This is what Nikola Tesla was trying to say. If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of vibrations, energies, and frequencies. What do you think of this infographic? Do you have anything to say? Go online and try to look for content on law of attraction, and you'll find so much content, and yet it will be so confusing, it would be so vague. But when you actually put a scientific approach to it, when you actually explain things from a very day-to-day language, the way you now decode law of attraction is going to be completely different. You want to make better decisions, focus on improving your thoughts and feelings about a particular topic. You want to see better results, look at the kind of thoughts, actions, and feelings that you are dealing with on any subject. Everything is interconnected. This is how your emotions and your logical way of working combine together. This, according to me, is frequency on law of attraction. But yet you go and see, and people will tell you law of attraction is a sham, it's a scam, it does not work. I'll tell you why it does not work. Because people are practicing without understanding. There's intermittent belief in the whole concept of law of attraction, and intermittent belief leads to intermittent practice. You can't journal for 2 days and then forget about journaling for 2 weeks. You can't practice affirmations for 1 week and then forget about it for 3 weeks. There has to be a proper system and structure, but there is only lack of system and structure. And then there is so much information overload. Give me the word confused in the chat box if you've tried consuming content of law of attraction online, but the only thing that you felt is confusion because the language that the creator is using, or the kind of examples that the creator is using, is so confusing, it's so mesmerizing, it's so vague that it leaves you with more questions than answers. Thank you so much for agreeing to this, Achal. I hope others are also active right now. But this is the real situation. If you want to use law of attraction, you need to have the right mindset, because law of attraction and positive mindset is a way of life. It's a study of the subconscious. It is understanding of the whole concept of the universe. It's a structure oriented system. You need to understand what happens first, what happens second, why does this topic come before this particular exercise. Everything has to fall in place. Yes, all the information is available online, but it is very hard to segregate. And you will not believe it is so easy to actually decode. You just need to understand how to break it down into simple words. Okay. Let me introduce you to Sania Suri. Let me tell you about Sania. She is a gold medalist in MA in economics from Chennai University Yeah, and she was based out of Chennai, who has now moved to Delhi after her marriage. Okay, but despite being a gold medalist and working in one of the best publishing houses when it comes to the subject of economics, she was not happy with her job. When she came to me for one-to-one coaching with regards to law of attraction, this is what her journey has been like and what the result of practicing law of attraction in the right sense has been for Sanya. Listen to her story.
Hi, I'm Sanya and I'm an economist. I first met Manish when I was stuck in a role that I didn't particularly enjoy or was growing in. But I was still practicing the law of attraction at the time and the concept was not new to me. However, having said that, I signed up for Manish's program and I realized that what his program did for me was that it taught me how to make the law of attraction work for me more effectively in a faster way with more clarity in a it was a fresh perspective to make it work better, faster, with more clarity, uh, and and I found that very helpful. So much so that now I don't just use Manish's tricks to manifest things in my professional or my financial life, but also that it's trickled down into every other aspect of my life, including personal and relationships. And I find that to be very effective. To give you an example of how I have grown since I signed up for the project, I found myself my dream job, and I make 3 times the more money that I was making earlier. What I would say to anybody who's signing up for this project is that you will not learn something that you don't already know. What you will learn is that how to make it work for you. And I think that's very important because you can read things off a book, but it's not necessarily that you can practice them the right way. And that's one recommendation that I have for anybody signing up for this project. What's the bonus is that Manish is a phenomenal person and he's great to get to know. So yes, I would totally recommend signing up.
I have a confession to make. I really get embarrassed watching this video. I am this close to removing it from the masterclass, but what happens is the kind of improvement that I've seen, the kind of growth I have seen in Sanya's journey is amazing, and hence it makes me show it to the world because law of attraction is not that confusing. When I stay tuned till the end of the masterclass, I'm going to tell you about everything that I know about law of attraction. But for now, let's go with the flow. The whole concept of law of attraction is very, very, very easy, and the next step it anyway talks about it. I stands for integration. Now that you know about money mindset, money blocks, law of attraction, it's time to integrate these three islands together. Having the right money mindset without any money blocks, zero money blocks, is literally like driving on road B for the rest of your life. And let's make it one notch better. Driving or having this mindset with law of attraction is literally like driving a supercar on this road for the rest of your life. It does not mean that you're not going to face any challenges. You will face steep turns, you will face bad weather, but at least you will always be in control of your car and your road. How many of y'all would like to live a life like that? Give me the word life in the chat box. Without this mindset, without this approach, you will always feel a lack of clarity. You will always feel lost, which is why when you are wanting to change your relationship with money, when you want to get into financial abundance, it is very important to work on your money mindset first. Thank you so much, Achal, for writing the word life. You're the only person who wants to live that life. Everybody else wants to keep living a miserable life with regards to money. I'm confused. Guys, reminder, wake up, interact. Because if Achal is the only person who's going to keep interacting with me, I might as well do this masterclass only with Achal. Thank you so much, Dada Peer. Thank you so much. The right money mindset and money without any money blocks and law of attraction is the life that I would want each and every one of you to live for yourself. Thank you so much, Shashank and Vinayak. Please let me not keep reminding you for interactions till the end of the masterclass. You only have about half an hour, 40 minutes to go, and then you can go back to living your life, but keep interacting until then. Thank you so much. Okay. The next 2-3 slides are a little serious, but it is very important for you to see them. So make notes. Your jobs are going to remain unpredictable. Things are going to get more and more complicated with AI becoming more commonplace. People are going to leave, get fired from their jobs. Retirement is a fact. You're not going to work till the last day of your life. You shouldn't. As a result of which, to achieve your financial freedom, you need the right guidance and direction, which is missing. And you need to start focusing on your investment rather than consumption. You need to understand that Marketing is being done left, right, and center to make you spend on things that you don't need, that don't make you happy, that don't bring a lot of satisfaction to your life. What is the cost of your current mindset? I have lost count of the number of people who've broken down when I have a consulting call with them, because that is when you realize the uncertainty that you're living with. That is when you realize how petty kind of a life you are living, where you're fighting with your loved ones, your siblings, your spouses, your parents over money. People are so anxious with their jobs. They are full of stress. The dependency on a single source of income and the underconfidence is making them literally live a miserable life. And it is so disheartening to see people do that. For all the women in the room, please read between the lines for the next slide, because it's very important. Future will need finances. Being secure does not hurt. For that matter of fact, being financially secure brings a lot of confidence, and you deserve that much needed peace of mind. All the women in the room, if you're getting the message between the lines, give me the word message in the chat box. Please give me the word message in the chat box, because it is very, very, very important for women today to understand the importance of financial freedom. I am not the, thank you so much for writing the word message in the chat box, Achal. I really appreciate that. However, I'm not the kind of coach who brings only gloom and doom, only bad news. No, I come with hope. I come with solutions to all of this. You need to learn how to prioritize leading a life that leads you towards financial freedom. And how will that happen? Please make a note of this on page number 10. You will have to prioritize money mindset over everything else. You will have to prioritize abundance over scarcity. You will have to prioritize security over fear of money. You will have to prioritize on what you need to change, what you need to improve, what you need to learn, rather than how will I ever do this, how will I ever be able to achieve freedom. None of the hows lead you to answers. What leads you to answers? T leads to transformation. When you have all of this knowledge integrated in the right place and when you're putting it to practice, your transformation is guaranteed. But how does this transformation look like? Let's try and answer this question. Can any plant grow with the right amount of soil, water, sunlight, manure, climate, and temperature? Answer this for me with a yes or a no. Can any plant grow with the right amount of soil, water, sunlight, manure, climate, and temperature? Shashank says no. Tell me, what else do you need, Shashank? What else do you need besides light, water, sunlight, manure, climate, and temperature? And others, you tell me. Can any plant grow with the factors that I've shared? Achal says yes. Abhishek says yes. Abhishek and Achal, you and I are on the same team. Dadapi, you also, because the moment I had read the question, continuous monitoring and care, so that is covered in, okay, I give you that also. Chalo, good point, Sashank. I give the continuous monitoring and care also. Tell me, does a plant grow with all the factors that have been mentioned in the slide and monitoring and care? Does a plant still grow then, or do you think even otherwise the plant will not grow? Because Achal, Dadapeer, and Abhishek, you and I are on the same team. The moment I saw this question, I was yes, absolutely. Okay. But unfortunately, life is not easy. Life is not easy, and we are wrong, because soil, water, sunlight, manure, climate is not enough for us humans to get even a single gram of vanilla, or for us to sustain the largest family of flowers, which is orchids. Orchid as a plant cannot grow by itself. Orchid as a plant needs to grow in codependence of a host plant. The plant of orchid literally grows around another tree or a plant. Okay. Protection, yes, Vinayak, that is also one of the factors. But then again, look at for both of you, Vinayak and Shashank, look at the number of trees in the nature, the ecosystem. Yes, you are right. These trees grow by themselves because the ecosystem then takes care of them. And you are a very sharp person, Vinayak, because this is where I was leading to. Orchids need a host plant, but what is the connection of orchids to transformation? Humans are like orchids. As Vinayak said, we need that ecosystem. And what does that ecosystem look like? We need the right knowledge and guidance. We need to network with the right set of people. Now, what does that look like? Let me tell you this. We've all seen this movie. Imagine life of Raju Rastogi and Farhan Qureshi if the third idiot that they spent most amount of time with was not Ranchod Das, but Chatur. Can you even imagine what would that movie look like? See, Chatur was not a bad human being. Chatur also became pretty successful in his own right for his life, the way he wanted. But if Raju spent most time with Chatur, he would not have had the courage to get into marketing or media. And yeah, actually, you're right. The movie would look pretty ew. And Farhan Qureshi would have never had the confidence to go to his dad and ask for a camera if the third idiot he spent maximum amount of time with was Chatur. Hence, humans will grow when we have a sense of belonging, when we are helping each other with a sense of belonging. When you get access to the right environment or ecosystem, as Vinayak had said earlier. Please make a note of this on page number 10 of the workbook. What you need to understand is this transformation can look magical. And as I told you, I'm going to share my physical transformation journey with you. Look at this. This is what I was at the age of 31 when I had gotten out of my failed marriage and my failed business. It's not like I don't have many pictures from that point, but in all the pictures, I don't have the confidence to look into the camera. Take me from there and look at this person. Both of these pictures were clicked last year, 2023. How does somebody go from being in a dark place, underconfident, not having any confidence or not having any direction in life to being this Biba Munda main character energy? What is the secret? What is the secret sauce that goes behind actually creating this sort of transformation? The secret is transformation is a process. Transformations take time and it demands dedication. You will make mistakes on the way. You will need empathy, support, guidance, help, and so much more. It's a journey of goals, coaching, and execution. Your transformation journey is when knowledge, coaching, ecosystem, as Vinayak mentioned, which is your community, your overcoming of failure, and question and answers all come together. Make a note of this on page number 11. Transformation is about goals, coaching, and community happening simultaneously in your life. Simultaneously being the operative word. What does my environment look like? I am blessed with my family, my buddies, my coaches, and mentors. I always take a minute to give my gratitude to my mentors. I am extremely grateful for my coaches, which is Rajiv Talreja. I've been through his PACE program. I've been through his Game Changers community. I've been through his and life program. I'm a lifetime member of the platinum membership of Siddharth Rajshekhar's Internet Lifestyle Hub. Deepak Kanakraju, or Digital Deepak as he is more popularly known, I have been a part of his Alpha Club Mastermind, which is one of the most premium masterminds in the country and the industry. I have known Web of Sessinti way before Growth School was even formed. I have been through his LinkedIn program. I've been through his growth hacking program. I've been through his performance marketing program. And I have made so many friends from the network that I met through at Growth School. My mentors have literally helped me change my life, and I can always keep giving them all the credit that they need. But a very strong aspect of my environment is also the people that I have met in the kind of this ecosystem that has been generated. The people that I have met through clubs, through book clubs, through the kind of coaching sessions that I have been to. My question to you is, what does your environment look like? I have a very serious question to ask you. How many of you all feel that you have a lot of potential, but you don't have the right ecosystem, you don't have the right people, you don't know how to bring that change? Give me the word environment. if you want to change an environment, if you want to upgrade your environment, if you know that you will be able to unlock your potential with the right environment. I have heard of Saurabh and Rahul Bhatnagar. Their content is really good. I'm not a part of the community yet, but great going, Vinayak. I hope you're getting to learn a lot from there. Give me the word environment if you want to unlock the true potential of your personality and you want to grow as a person. Because literally, my growth is a direct byproduct of the environment that has changed in my life. Without that change of environment, I would not have reached the place where I am. Thank you for writing that environment in full capitals, Dadapir. I really, that emotion literally reached me also. Thank you, Abhishek, for writing. Thank you so much. Let's continue. This is your entire profit masterclass in a glance. This one slide is going to tell you about the entire journey. I told you I'm going to share everything with you. I'm not the kind of a coach who keeps 2 things hidden, 5 things hidden. No, I work in a very transparent manner. This is your current psychology. Okay, your current money mindset. Okay, your psychology is money is full of scarcity. Your relationship with money is toxic because you can't even talk to your family members about money because that only leads to more and more confusion and conflict. Your obstacles, you were oblivious to your own money blocks and you did not even realize that you were driving your money car through a road full of potholes, as a result of which your frequency is haywire. And with so many things being out of place, your integration and transformation is obviously not applicable now. However, when you start working on your money mindset, when you start focusing on your financial abundance, your psychology of money will go from scarcity to abundance. Your relationship will go from toxic to growth oriented. Your obstacles will now be regulated. Your frequency will be in sync. The integration of all of this knowledge will be effortless. And the transformation is definitely going to be profit. We've now reached towards the end of the masterclass. Over here, I am going to ask you a very important question. Tell me what is more natural and practical. Image A, where a tree grows on roots, or image B, where trees grow on clouds? Tell me what is more practical and natural. A or B? Which image is more natural or practical? Image A or image B? Abhishek says A. Achal says, ha ha ha, obviously A, na? I like that tonality, Achal. Thank you. It made me smile. Vinayak says A. But I'll tell you why have I showed a picture like this. I want you to reflect upon something. Next time you see an ad on social media, see the kind of words that these coaches are using. They tell you that it is possible for you to earn money in 30, 60, 90 days. They tell you that you can change your entire life in 30, 60, 90 days. They tell you that you need to start investing in stock market because otherwise you're going to lose out on the bus. I'll tell you what, I can guarantee you this. Give it another year and your stock market is going to look very different from what it is looking at like right now, and not necessarily in a good way. You're going to start seeing some sort of a pushback in the economy. You've already started seeing that. If you know, you know. The point is, all of these coaches who are trying to sell you financial products or financial coaching, they are not talking about your roots. They are not talking about the fundamentals. They are talking about how to grow your tree on clouds. Oh, you can change everything, just get into the stock market. You don't have any idea about financial markets. You don't have any idea about return on capital. You don't have any idea about return on equity. You don't have any formal training. That person themselves do not have any formal training. They've just been practicing for the last 6 months and they are now telling you to get into coaching. You need to understand that they are only feeding on your fear and greed of money. And with that, all of you know that trees grow on roots, but you are investing your money on clouds. You need to be more mindful about that. When I reached a place when I was confident to start my master classes, I reached out to Digital Deepak. I was a part of the Alpha Club at that point of time. And I told him, Deepak, I'm going to start my master classes. Do you have any tips for me? Do you have any things that I need to take care of in my presentation? He told me, Manish, I'm a little busy right now. Can I get back to you a little later? I told him, obviously. Within 15 minutes, I got this video on WhatsApp, which I want you to see, and I'll talk about this video once you're done watching.
Hey, this is Deepak here from digitaldeepak.com, and this is a video testimonial for Manish Ahuja. I have been working with Manish for quite a few years now, and he is extremely dedicated and talented when it comes to understanding people's needs and how to transform them. So, Manish has been focusing on the topic of money mindset and how people can go ahead and have the right mindset to start building with. And he makes an excellent coach at it because he just doesn't give information. He actually goes ahead and makes sure that he takes a personal involvement in his students' success, and he goes ahead and transforms them, not just deliver information to them. So if you are considering or thinking about joining Manish program, then I would highly recommend it. He has been my student, but I have also learned a lot from him. He has given me a lot of ideas and consultations. So highly recommend it. Thank you.
I can't tell you how badly I broke down when I saw this video for the first time. It till moment it chokes me at some level, because imagine life of a person who was in the absolute lowest low, feeling so lost, feeling so underconfident, and then getting to see a video like this. You can't even imagine the impact it had on me on a deep personal level. That is the day I decided that I am going to always focus on doing the right thing, focus on the roots, helping people achieve their financial abundance through the right money mindset, through the right financial education. And which is why I now invite you to become a part of the Paycheck to Profit Academy. But there's only one step that is left. Let's get on to a consultation call. Now, let me tell you what will happen. If you want to get into a consultation call with me, you will have to book it. I'll tell you the rules of the call. One, it is absolutely free. Second, there are no obligations. Just because you're booking a consultation call, it does not mean that you will be forced to enter into the academy. No, for that matter of fact, there is no guarantee that I'll even invite you to enter into the academy. This is a consultation call where we'll understand what are your needs, where do you stand, and how, and if Paycheck to Profit can help you. It's an invite only program. Okay. Third, you can ask me all your questions, and this call will give you more clarity on what your path needs to be based on your environment, based on your ecosystem. And fourth, and the most important thing, should you be invited to join the Paycheck to Profit Academy, the only thing that you are supposed to be aware of is that you will not be given unlimited time period. You will have to make a decision to get into the academy on the call itself. And just to give you a perfect idea about what is the investment going to be like, it's going to be a plane ticket between two cities in India. Okay, it's a free call, there is no obligation. It's an invite only program, and if you are invited, you will have to make the investment on the call, and the investment is equivalent to a plane ticket between two cities in the country. These are the four things that you need to be clear on. Based on these four things, tell me if you would want to book a call with me. Give me the word me in the chat box. We will connect. Either me or somebody from my team will call you today or tomorrow. We'll understand your financial background. What kind of family do you come from? Not family per se, but what's your ecosystem like? What's your career like? What are the kind of challenges you're facing? Can money mindset program of of Paycheck to Profit help you? And we'll talk about all of those details. If you want to book this call, give me the word me in the chat box. It's free. It's absolutely no risk. You have nothing to worry about. Vinayak, let me confirm. Wins. Yes, Vinayak. Okay. 9586. Vinayak, are these the last four digits of your phone number? Vinayak. 9586. Please confirm that for me, Vinayak. And Achal. Achal, the last four digits of your phone number, 0843. Please confirm. Achal and Vinayak, please confirm the last four digits of your phone number to confirm your booking. Okay. Achal and Vinayak. Okay, perfect. Vinayak and Achal, your meeting has been booked. Either today or tomorrow, either I or somebody from my team will connect with you and we'll take the conversation ahead. Dada Peer. Dada Peer, give me 1 minute. Yeah. 9676. Are these four digits right, Dada Peer? Let me know. Everybody else, there are about 3-4 more people. Okay, Dada Peer is also confirmed. Perfect. All the people who are in the room right now, please, okay, if you're not interested, give me the word NI in the chat box, just so that I understand that you're not interested and we can end the masterclass. Second, if you have any questions, please ask your questions right now. The Q&A model is now open. You can ask me any questions with regards to money mindset, financial literacy, law of attraction, anything on your mind, and I'll be very happy to answer. And besides that, what else? If you have no questions, give me NQ in the chat box, because I need to understand when do I end the masterclass. Anyway, if I don't get too many responses, we'll end in the next few minutes. But giving you an option to give me clarity is very important for me. Vinayak, Achal, and Dada Peer, your meetings are booked. We'll get in touch with you very soon, and we'll have a proper, thorough conversation where we'll talk about what exactly is going to be your journey. Not interested for now. Maybe we'll connect shortly. Shashank, I first of all appreciate the fact that you are being so honest about it. It's absolutely your call, but you have nothing to lose in a free consultation call, is all what I'll tell you. If you still want to book a call, give me the word me in the chat box. Otherwise, I'll appreciate your transparency. And yes, Achal, please ask your question. Shashank, if you would still want to change your mind, let me know. And others who are still here, beyond the 4 people who have given me a response, there are still 2 or 3 more people. Either tell me NI, NQ, or ask your questions, or give me in the chat box so that we can talk about booking your meeting for you. Just checking. Rohit was active earlier. And who else? Abhilash, Abhishek. These guys were active earlier. If you're still here and if you'd like to book a meeting, let me know. Okay. Achal, you can ask me a question, and once you're done with your question, we can probably end this masterclass. NQ. Okay, this person still till the Sanjeev. Now you are answering and telling me your name. Okay, Sanjeev. Sanjeev, would you have been here right from the start? Would you want to book a meeting? Would you want to get onto a consultation call? And thank you for confirming that you don't have any questions. I really appreciate that. Achal, are you asking a question, or would you want to ask that question in the consultation call itself? Vinayak, Achal, Dada Peer, Shashank, and Sanjeev are done. Does changing your relationship with money transform your life as a whole? I mean, personal, mental level as well. Oh, it's a beautiful question. Thank you so much for asking that question, Achal. Let me clarify this. We are living a life in the materialistic plane. Today, everything that you are enjoying has a direct connection to finances in one way or the other. People who say money is not important are living a mythical life, according to me. Can money improve the quality of your life? 100%. Why? Because you can now get access to better healthcare, better lifestyle. People who are dependent on you, you can serve them better. You feel more confident about your own self. And hence, having better finances definitely improves the quality of your life. Do you guys agree to this? If you agree, give me the word agree in the chat box. More money definitely improves the quality of life or the lifestyle that you are living. Okay. Give me the word agree if you agree to this in the chat box. Yes. Okay. Agree. Perfect. Now understand this. But focusing only on money cannot give you a guarantee that your life will improve. Now, let me explain this to you in a very simple manner. There are so many people who have all the money in the world, but if they are dealing with health challenges, if their relationships are a complete mess, money cannot improve the quality of relationship. Money can give you access to better healthcare, but it does not guarantee perfect health. So, what money does is, as Vinayak mentioned earlier, money gives you access to an ecosystem which allows you to change your life, which allows you to change the quality of your life. It definitely helps you to look at life from a better perspective. Does it change? Does it have? Okay, let's imagine your health is in good place, your relationships are in a good place. getting access to more money will definitely have a positive impact on all other areas of life. Financial benefit definitely leads to better life in all angles, but it does not guarantee all problems getting solved. Does that answer your question? Okay, yes, for sure. Is that's the answer? Does it answer your question, Achal, or do you have any other questions, or do you have a follow-up question? Is what I'm trying to ask. Everybody else, Abhishek, I see you are still here. Would you like to book a meeting, a free meeting for your thing? Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for asking that question. Beautiful question, Achal. I really appreciate. Guys, could you please write a thank you in the chat box to thank Achal for the for the question that she's asked, and thank you for attending the masterclass, Achal. You've been active right from the start of the masterclass. I really appreciate that, and a beautiful question towards the end of the masterclass. I really appreciate that also. And Abhishek, if you want to book your meeting, let me know. Everybody else, I think we are done. Thank you. The wonderful session, Shashank, yeah. And thanks for your time. Great coaching. Thank you so much, Shashank. It was really nice to connect with all of you. Thank you, Achal and Manish. Thank you so much, Vinayak. I think we are done. All the questions have been answered. Do you guys have any other questions? Otherwise, I think we are done with the masterclass. I've answered all your questions. I've taken less than 2 hours of your time. Thank you so much for attending the masterclass. And yeah, it's been great. Vinayak, Achal, and Dadapeed, you will be getting a call either from me or from my team members by today, or at the max by tomorrow, and we'll continue the conversation ahead with your consultation call. And let's see how I'll be more than happy to invite most of you into the Paycheck to Profit Academy. We'll take that conversation ahead. Thank you so much for taking the time. Thank you so much for attending. Thank you so much for staying till the end. I hope this has been value for your time. I'll now see you in the next masterclass or the next piece of content that I create on social media. Please follow Paycheck to Profit and Mr. Emojical on Instagram and YouTube, and take good care of yourself. Keep going, keep growing. Thank you.